All right, so today we have some very, very interesting news. Welcome back. Mind you, who knows when another video is going to come out, but we've had a lot of fun and new stuff come out. Something that I finally feel confident, fun, comfortable talking about. We've just had recent camera news from Sony and Fujifilm, but now we have some from Canon. And in regards to Canon, and it is now out. I actually had to reshoot this video because I had basically all of these specs and everything we know about the new Canon EOS R6 Mark II mirrorless camera in their line. But now it is actually come out tonight. It has been released. You can actually pre-order it now. It is a $2,500 US camera. So keep that in mind, which kind of sets it in line with its predecessor, the R6 as well. But let's kind of talk a little bit real quick, kind of about what I'm classifying kind of in an all-around affordable-esque full-frame mirrorless camera, the Canon EOS R6 Mark II. So like I said, this $2,500 beast, well, first of all, let me start off by saying this. The R6, and as I've covered it before in a video, whenever it came out, I forget how long ago, was a very well-rounded camera, and I think that's what this improves upon a little bit. And what's kind of cool is it also takes a little bit from the R3 as well, which I'll cover in a second, definitely higher-end type of stuff, and makes this more of that all-around type of camera. And the cool part is Canon has always really focused a lot into video. They've done, obviously, a great job on the still side of things, but they've always been pretty innovative or known for their video. Obviously, Sony and Fuji have done a lot more recently with the video market as well. But, you know, Canon is always pretty much up there on a pedestal by themselves as well. Still 24 megapixels, which seems to be just a very standard in the industry, but for Canon as well. But once again, this R6 Mark II is a full-frame mirrorless camera, so you still get that 24 megapixels. Now, you really kind of jump really quick into the video aspects of this thing, and with a lot of the cameras coming out about at this point, or will be coming out around this point towards the end of the year, Q4, you're getting video-centric stuff, and that's what we've seen for years anyway. But the cool part about this is you're going to get 4K video, 60 frames per second with C-Log raw video editing, raw video in general as well. And you're going to have full use of the sensor as well. And there's the 1080, 120 frames per second, all that cool stuff as well. But you're still getting 460. You can't watch it on YouTube though, you know, because they're taking away that option, or they already did, I don't even remember, which is sad. So keep that in mind as a content creator, but you're getting 4K 60. Now the one disappointing aspect of this is that on the camera build itself, they are using micro HDMI, because you can export ProRes 6K video, raw format, raw recording externally. For the love of a lantern, just please start using full HDMI exports instead of the mini, components, because it's just do it, okay? It doesn't make sense. Stop using the mini. Use the good stuff. But as we know, a lot of these 8K, 6K stuff, it's essentially oversampled video anyway, and that's what it is here. It's going to be 4K video that's essentially oversampled to maximize the 6K look there for your external recording. So keep that in mind. It's kind of a ploy. It really doesn't matter at that point. Canon's dual pixel AF, once again, I think it's one of the best in the industry, right next to Sony. But I always feel like Canon always kind of had the edge in regards to autofocus, and their dual pixel, which this is working right now as well, to me is one of my favorite and one of the best in the line. What has also become more standard is the in-body image stabilization. There'll be a 5-axis sensor shift in this R6 Mark II as well. So obviously, you'll get a little bit more help if you need a little bit of a steadier hand, all depending on what you're doing. And there's not much more to wrap out this camera. I think, once again, nothing stands off as like impressive. Oh my God, this is like the most innovative thing ever. But it's a very consistent camera. Maybe a little bit kind of overdone, and once again, it kind of remnants of its predecessor, the R6. But like I said, you'll even have a little bit of the R3 in it in regards to its processor as well. So that's what is helping with a lot of the fast shooting with this camera, a lot of the video demand with this camera. This camera can handle that because of what the R3 can do as well, which look into that as well. Higher end Canon mirrorless camera. You're getting a similar build that you're used to. Same 3-inch flip out screen, OLED EVF, which is notably pretty good. And you're having a dual UHS 2 SD card slots. So nothing crazy, no CF Express, nothing insane on this one. So for $2,500, dual SD card slots as well. Overall, like always, I always think this part of the Canon line is always pretty safe. Once again, it's nothing too crazy to make you jump out of your seats and go, oh my God, I can't believe this happened, where, like, Sony's recent stuff, like the Fuji X-H2, like there's always something really kind of cool. I just think it's a really good product. And I think that's what this is as well, for the price point and for what it kind of is and what Canon is known for. But what are your thoughts? Let me know down in the comments below what you think of the Canon EOS R Mark VI. Well, EOS R6 Mark II. Let me know down below.